Hellcat.
Okay, welcome back everyone. This is Jean Wolf, and yeah, as you can tell with the title of the video, this is a small rant, specifically towards Silphroad, but it's not really towards Silphroad. It's something that I experienced on the Silphroad. And as you can tell at the end of the title, it says possibly fixed. We'll get to that after I mention all this. Now, in one of my past videos, I mentioned I try to keep up with the nests and stuff that's around us. Our group does the same thing. They got a bigger list than I do. They keep up with it a heck of a lot better than I do. But with what info they have and info I check out, if I'm able to go to a nest or someone I know goes to the nest to see what it is, and based on what spawns and whatnot are there, I can go ahead and I try to use this information to keep the Silphroad for our area updated. But I've recently been debating that. Now this video, this little rant thing is actually, if you've been keeping up with my Facebook page and some of the stuff I've wrote on it, I've already put this rant on there before I put it as a basic thing on the Facebook page. It is even in the story description before they updated that. And let's just say I've had this for a while. This is some stuff that happened some months back before some of the other Pokemon Go updates. So yeah, I've been debating for a while to even put this in video, but figured it's something that maybe you've experienced, maybe you've had something even worse or not as bad. We'll just see how this info goes, and figured just put it out there, put my 2 cents in on there. Now, in our area, someone started trolling it on there. They were even unverifying nests so that no one could know what the nest was unless they checked the report history for the nest spot. Not to mention that someone changed the nest to me and someone else had updated it to something completely different. They said they had to be around there. Yes, I had to write all this down. I didn't want to forget this stuff as far as for the video goes. Anyway, they said they had been there around 4 times that day for around 20 minutes each and somehow didn't see the Pokemon we saw at all for that particular nest. For some reason, not once did they notice that the nest in question is a spawn point like micro nest. Because of this, any micro nest of any kind, you have, let's see, what else did I put in there? Okay, the Pokemon for a micro nest, they'll only spawn maybe a few small spots. This particular one, it was 2 very small spots or small areas. It wasn't that big that it spawned in, and it might only spawn maybe for an hour that it's got a few there, then nothing for several hours before spawning more of the nested Pokemon that it might have 2 this hour, 4 another hour, nothing for 4 or 5 hours, 1 this hour, nothing for 6 hours, and then you got like almost 12 within an hour or more than that in this particular area. It's micro nests are complicated, but the main ones you want are the easiest nest to discover is the cluster spawns, because they're everywhere, or they spawn enough to where you get a decent amount for the entire hour, 15 minutes, and sometimes you can have your fill for a whole day. But a micro nest does not work like that. So that was a flat out pain to try and fix in the Silphroad, and then it's like, should we? Something else they did was take down all 3 spots I had posted for the nest. They put in the report that it was a water biome and not a nest because of the creek nearby, which makes no sense because not once did they read what I posted for the report history for the 3-spot nest thing I had for others to see. That's another place I've been debating whether or not to go ahead and put that as a nest thing on there. I don't like people chewing at me, telling me how bad this is, bad that is, and all that. And they put their 2 cents in whenever they took that nest down, which makes no sense. What I had on there was that Magikarp, Slowpoke, and Psyduck spawn more than anything, and that every once in a while that other water types would spawn there, but that it's rare for other water types to spawn. Yes, it's a biome. However, it's not normal. This creek they're talking about is in a parking lot, storm drain, runoff. Makes no sense because that's not a creek. If you look on a map, there's no creek. It's not there. Not this particular spot where the nest is. The water Pokemon don't even spawn where the water runoff is at all. So that doesn't make sense either. The water types only spawn from the front entrance of the parking lot and then all the way to the store in question, which this has a Walmart, or has a Walmart. It is a Walmart store. But still, it's only on the left side, literally in a 50-foot line, I guess you could say, because it's only in one particular lane, maybe 2-lane area of this parking lot. But it's only there. There's no water. The drain isn't where this is. It's not spawning in the right spot. It makes no sense. There's no creek. The creek, as far as I knew, was maybe 100 feet away. The runoff at the end of the storm thing is, again, a storm drain, but no Pokemon actually pop up at the drain or anywhere the water stands or anything for it to be a basic water biome. So, especially when the entire parking lot isn't dirt or rock, it's been an asphalt parking lot. I've never known it to be anything else. And here I am, surprisingly 26 years old. So it's like, if I've never known it to be anything other than this parking lot, where's the creek they're talking about? I don't get it. That's where this turned into a rant, because nothing made sense that this person was doing. The whole point of Silphroad is to tell people where the Pokemon are. Not just nests, but if there's a lot of Pokemon in a spot, put it there. That way people know where the Pokemon are when they're glancing at the Silphroad or keeping up with it. That way we can work back and forth with each other to figure things out. You want a Pokemon, look at the map, it's over there, good to go. Instead, a lot of people like me in the group and others, instead of putting it on the Silphroad, the extra stuff we've had to put in the group. Silphroad, far as I know, is just tell people where the Pokemon are to help out, because not everyone's in the group. Not everyone wants to use Facebook or Discord. Some people, it's just with a few friends. They just want to look at the Silphroad, know where something is, go there, have fun, be done with it, you know? It's a game to help people meet others, to have fun with each other, not to make things complicated. But yeah, to tell people where the Pokemon are, how the Pokemon spawn, depending on what type of nest it is, if they should be in the nest for half an hour to get what they want, or if they need it planned for a few hours to enjoy the spawns, have fun in the sun, look at what's around you, whether it be a lake or whatever, as well as whenever the Pokemon are spawning at, such as parks or lakes or just whatever it is. So that kind of goes together. Anyway, because of this, for quite a while, I haven't been keeping the Silphroad as updated as it once was. And actually, for a small handful of migrations, I haven't updated it at all. Except for my trainer card when that was updated. But the Nest Atlas, I haven't been keeping a lot of it updated because I don't want to get chewed out. They literally said a bunch of crap on there, and I'm not going to put it in this video because I want this video to be a little bit educational on what drives people nuts, whether it be like me or just regular people on there, when this nest is this. They go there and they find out the nest is not that. It's something completely different, and someone trolled them. Because some people have taken them down, erased them, put them in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, trolling something that's supposed to help people doesn't help. It's the same as hacking into a computer. It doesn't help nobody. It aggravates and frustrates everyone. So it's a pain. So yeah, a lot of people, myself included, we don't like trolls. Especially whenever they undo whatever you did. It took us a lot of trainers and whatnot. It took a long time to put all this information together in that particular website. So all that time of putting everything together became dust because it was trolled, and now no one knows what to do. You change it back, and you don't want you to get caught in the website to... Oh, not really sure what else to say on that. But yeah, as far as Silphroad, it's still a good place to check for when nest is where, but the main gist of this is, for those that want to know exactly what the nests are, you got to check the report history close and hope they're not messed with. But several nests are not on the Silphroad because of this, and for those in my area want to know what the nests are, or if something is a nest at a particular migration, since sometimes they are, sometimes they're not, stuff like that, you can go ahead and check out my Facebook page. Of course, sometimes it's not updated. I've been trying to keep it a little bit better than that, but since Gen 3's been dropping, a lot of the nests it's this for this many days, that for that many days, 3 days later, oh, it's changed. And one of those was it had just changed, and it was either 1 or 2 days after the migration. It flipped again because we had more Gen 3. So it's been very chaotic with this Generation 3 event going on right now. Everything's been Generation 3 except for raids. That's been a little bit off and on, but all the spawns are Gen 3. So after this event, then I can update it with whatever we can figure out through the group or through stuff I notice, friends of mine or whatever, to keep it updated. But yeah, the main thing this is no one likes trolls. It turns into one giant nightmare, basically. So yeah, the main gist is to help each other out on that. Now, for the last part of the title in this video, there's a lot of people that were trolling, a lot of people that were keeping an eye on things, a lot of people that were keeping up with at least some of the nests. I'm going to try to get back into trying to keep up with the nests, upgrade them on the Silphroad like I used to, with whatever info from friends or whoever I can, and hopefully it turns out well. That way that'll be updated again, and a lot of the ones that were trolling or doing different things, they haven't updated a lot of that stuff in a long, long time. So maybe they stopped using Silphroad. I don't really know, but I'm going to try to keep up with stuff. But yeah, keep up with the report history on a particular, on the nest. That should keep everything up to date, because if it changed from this to that to this to that, and it's only on one migration and not the next, might want to keep an eye on it, because it could have been trolled. Or it's not there, it's supposed to be there, you go to check it out, it might have been trolled. Hopefully not. So, I guess that's the only thing to say for now, because Silphroad is an awesome place for nests and stuff. But yeah, just be careful, keep an eye out, have fun. Matter of fact, maybe you yourself have come across a troll and had to fix a nest to what it's supposed to be. Everyone has their story, So, I guess that's it for this video. We'll see what the next one goes for, since I don't know what it'll be just yet, but we'll see what happens when we get there. So, I guess I'll catch you later.